So I want to tell you another story regarding my stepchildren. One in particular, Missy. So one Christmas, I invited the kids over. It was Christmas time. It wasn't Christmas Day. I invited the kids over because we would always give them cash at Christmas. But I had taken the time to get these pretty gift bags and these beautiful jars and bottles, and I made them organic, homemade, personal products. And it took me a lot of time to do this. I used wonderful ingredients, and it was my way of showing them that I cared about them. I took the time to make these things for them. And what did they do behind my back is they fucking bitched about it. They still got their cash, but I wanted to do something from the heart at Christmas for them. And they complained about it, and they made fun of me for it. Because that's how they are. So anyway, I invite them all over here at Christmas time, and the only one that showed up was Missy. Now, she's fucking weird too, so I didn't think much about it at the time, but she came here, and she acted like she was on a TV show. Her behavior was so exaggerated, so over the top. It made me uncomfortable, and I couldn't understand why she was acting like that until now, because as a targeted individual, we are surveilled 24/7. A lot of times audio and visual surveillance, which I won't get into the gory details about how they do that. If you want to find out information about that, check out the Ella Free channel. Look into the work of Dr. Matthew Aaron, Aaron. They are able to articulate that much better than I can. The methods of surveillance. But anyway, so I thought, this is fucking weird. And she sat there the entire time with this extremely phony smile and droned on and on incessantly about herself for hours. I had a headache when she left. People like that are so fucking draining. So not once did she say, so what's new with you guys? So what's going on? You know, blah, 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 blah. And not once did she inquire about how we were doing, how her stepsisters were. Nothing. But that's typical of a dysfunctional person, because they just want you to be the rapt audience. They just want you to sit in adulation and adoration as they tell you how fucking fabulous they are for hours. So, you know, that all makes sense now, knowing what I know about the surveillance of a targeted individual, my personal experience. But that's commonplace. It's commonplace to be spied on completely as a target. But she knew this because my husband and his children are in on the gang stalking. They are gang stalkers. And they have been from the beginning. So she knew, and she was going to get some sort of narcissistic feed from the experience. she knew that people were watching and listening, and she felt like she was on her own little fucking TV show. And it's, they are disturbed. There's just no way around it. These people are completely disturbed. And I cannot wait for this to be over with. I cannot wait to completely separate myself from those people, from this situation, and I am never looking back again. To say this is, to say that this is bizarre is fucking it's an understatement. Really is. See, the driving motivation for my husband and his children is their desire for fame. They want to be famous at any cost, apparently. And they're going to be famous, more like infamous, when all of this is public knowledge. When all of this comes out, when people start getting prosecuted, they're going to get all the fame that they want. It's just not going to be in the form they expected. As I anticipate that people will make extremely mean memes about them when all of this becomes public knowledge, because it will. That's inevitable. It's in the works right now as I'm speaking. Isn't that wonderful? I'm always at looking forward to the end of this nightmare. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Knowing that I will receive justice. These people have committed heinous acts against me. I showed them nothing but love and kindness. Am I perfect? Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm no angel. But I'm certainly not this fucking horrendous, horrible monster that they try to portray me as. And they have to do that. They have to dehumanize me to justify what they're doing to others and themselves, what they're doing to me. So they have to paint me as this subhuman creature that doesn't deserve anything less than being tortured and humiliated on a regular basis. I'm curious to see how they'll fare in prison. That should be interesting.